Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to episode 2 of what is currently still called Look Mum No Hands, although we're probably changing the name amongst other things because we realise that this gimmick with broken hands is only going to get us this far. And one of the things that we're changing right now is I'm introducing you to my partner in crime, Martina, who's been editing all the videos.
That's right, and we want to reveal to you guys a little bit that it's not easy to get on YouTube, and we want to be real with you and tell you that editing video takes a really long time. So I've been editing a lot of these videos, and we had 3 or 4 videos ready to go. And then yesterday, as we were editing our final video, we came to a big realization, and the reason why we're actually switching it up today. And we stumbled on this guy, we'll link him below. His name is James Johnny, and he makes a lot of really great content. You guys have to check him out. And he talks about the problems around this industry of hustle industry and side hustle and financial independence, and these topics that are very relevant to what we want to do as well.
Exactly. So we watched 2 videos in particular. The first one is called The Toxic World of Self-Help, the Problems with the Hustle Culture. And it was ironic that we watched these literally the day before we wanted to release our next video, because in my last video I literally said, call it maybe the concept of starting a side hustle. And the problem that he identifies with this hustle culture is that people work for the sake of working, instead of people working hard at what's right. So we don't want to promote hustle culture per se. We do want people to inspire people to kind of start their own business or maybe invest in themselves. That's really what we want to inspire people to do. But we don't want to promote hustle culture per se. The second video that you should check out is The Rise of Fake Gurus, Online Courses and the Fast Lane to Financial Freedom. And in this video, he talks about how there's all these fake gurus out there who have these fantastic marketing tactics. And what they basically do is they target people who are in a vulnerable place, and they make it appear like financial freedom or this journey to financial freedom is firstly an easy thing to do, and they hook you and they charge thousands of dollars for their courses. So we don't want to fall into that category either. So having watched these videos, we basically decided that we are going to rethink our YouTube channel. We want to make sure that the content that we put up is really high quality. We want to make sure that the content that we put up is genuine. We want to make sure that even if we're not experts, we are sharing with you the journey that we're on. We still want to inspire people to invest in themselves, but we don't want to be part of the self-help industry. We don't want to be part of these industries that basically take advantage of people. So in this video, we're going to do 3 things. First thing we're going to do is we're going to give you some information on the situation that we're in as partners in crime, so that you can understand what are our assets, not many, what income do we have, not much, and what we're doing to kind of get on this financial freedom road. Then we're going to tell you, what does financial freedom mean to us, because we think it's important that everyone thinks about what financial freedom means to them. And then we're going to wrap it up with a couple of points as to where to start, but we're not going to dive in deep. We're not going to talk about the FIRE movement, for example. We're not going to talk much about the 4% rule, because frankly, we're trying to save some content for the other videos.
So what's the situation that we're in? Well, we've both been working for the last 4 or 5 years, and we have some savings. We've invested some of those savings into the stock market.
And those have done some well, some not so well. We weren't very well educated on the stock market when we made those investments, so they're basically negligible.
Yeah, but who really is educated?
I mean, some people are.
I don't think they really are. Yeah. But the point is that we are nowhere close to achieving financial freedom, let alone financial independence. So he has a full-time job, with the exception of the break that he took from the accident. So we won't be able to put up content as often as we would like because he has to go back to work. But I'm currently unemployed and I'm looking for a job during the pandemic. So that gives me the time to do this.
And there are 2 things in this regard that we've started doing so that we can move towards financial freedom. And one of them, obviously, we've already mentioned, is
this YouTube channel.
Exactly.
And this is primarily fun for us. We're not really, expecting, or we are hoping, but we're not really expecting to make a lot of money out of this in the near future. But it is something that's fun. It's teaching us a lot of new skills and it's very exciting, and it's something that we're doing anyway, so we might as well document what we're doing.
Exactly.
The second thing that we're doing is an Amazon FBA course, and FBA is fulfillment by Amazon for those of you who don't know. And there's a lot of courses on this topic. They, often overpromise that you will be making thousands of dollars in a month, but we're a little bit more realistic about it. We're learning a lot of new skills from this as well. We've just begun, so we don't really know if it's going to work out. But again, it's a very relevant skill to learn, especially during the pandemic when a lot of people are doing their shopping online.
Exactly. So what we're focusing on right now is we're focusing on income generation. I mean, we are focusing on trying to learn more about investing in assets like the stock markets, like real estate, any other assets. But primarily, we're focusing on income generation. So what does financial freedom mean to us? We've been talking about this a lot. We've had a lot of discussions around what financial freedom means to us. And if you've made it this far and you're still with us 2 videos in, and you're interested in this topic, financial freedom, and you're also thinking about it, we would recommend you definitely spend some time researching it and deciding what does it mean to you. By the way, we're using these terms financial freedom and financial independence interchangeably. There are a lot of different definitions out there. So, to us, financial freedom means we need to have enough wealth to last us sustainably over our lifetimes. What does that mean? That means that on the one hand, we need to have cash flow, and on the other hand, we need to have assets. Assets is when you put money to work for you so that we have more freedom and more ownership to do what we want with our time. Doing what you want with your time is the most important thing. Time is the most limited resource that we all have on this earth, and the sooner that we can gain ownership over it, the happier we will become. So we don't want a lot of money to buy fancy stuff. We don't want a lot of money so that we can live in a big mansion. We don't want a lot of money to buy fancy cars.
We're not fancy people.
We're not fancy people. We also do not want to retire early. There's a huge misconception with this term retire early, especially in this FIRE movement, which we might talk about in other videos, financial independence, retire early. We don't want to retire early. We want to work, but we want to work on whatever we want, ultimately. Work is better when you don't need the money, right?
We want some FU money.
We want some FU money. That's a term coined by J.L. Collins. We're going to link him below. He's got a great blog on the simple path to wealth. He's got a great Google talk, which you should definitely watch. Work is better when you don't need the money. That's something that Mr. Money Mustache said. He is a pioneer in this movement. He retired when he was 30. He's 41 now, so 10 years ago. And we're going to link him below as well. And what we believe is that ultimately, if we can achieve this, it will lead to a greater degree of happiness and allow us to do work that matters for us. The final reason why we think this is important and why we're doing this channel is because we believe if more people can achieve financial freedom, more people can spend time doing productive things that matter to them and make them happy, and accordingly, more people can spend time doing things that might be better for the world. So we genuinely think that this can have a bigger and greater impact on the world.
And that's it for now. Thank you guys for making it this long. Give us some time to come up with the next video. We're not really sure which direction we want to take this in, but we want to make sure that whatever we put out next is cool, entertaining, it represents who we are, and it talks about our journey the right way. There's a lot of people that are trying to tell you it's really easy to achieve financial freedom. You can buy a course or you can buy into their self-help guides, but that's not true. It's not an easy journey, and we want to make sure that you guys know that, and we want to show you how we're trying to do it.
Last thing, make sure that you're having fun in life. Make sure that you're having fun along the way. We understand that there's a lot of different people out there. There's a lot of people coming from different situations. There's a lot of people who might still have debt before they can even think about financial freedom. There's a lot of people who don't have a job, right? I had a chat with a friend earlier this week, and he said he doesn't have a job, and he's not got any savings. And he was saying to me, hey man, remember, the glass is half full. So try and remember that. The glass is half full, we'll get there, and try and enjoy the ride. And we really hope that you enjoy the ride with us. And that wraps up our video number 2. Thank you so much for getting to the end of this. Thank you so much. We are genuinely appreciative of your time. Leave a comment below. Let us know your thoughts on building assets. Let us know your thoughts on financial freedom. Let us know where you stand. Let us know what you think about this self-help industry and all these gurus out there. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs down. Subscribe. Every subscription helps. We only have 25 subscribers so far.
You can be 26.
You can be 26. And honestly, every subscriber we get such a motivational boost. It's really fun. So that's it from us. We'll leave it at that, and peace out.
We delete that one video?
Maybe we need to delete them all.